It's Bella again. Now that she's all dry, it's time to brush her out. And I start with checking for thick spots with a metal comb. She is a Bernese mountain dog and she is a double-coated breed. So it's really important to get down to the skin and to find, looks like I found a pretty thick spot in her rear floofs. And I just throw the hair just because it's fun. And she really likes being brushed. Instead of trying to brush out all those little knots in her back end and her sanitary area, I clip the area with a number 10 and get it nice and clean so that I'm not brushing a bunch of tangles. Her belly's kind of thick, so I give her a pretty high sanitary. What you can ask for if your dog has like really thick hair on their belly, it's called a Maternity Sanitary, and it kind of goes up a lot higher than a normal sanitary trim underneath. With big dogs, it's sometimes kind of hard to get underneath, so I call this getting under the hood when I'm getting underneath the belly area to try and get under there. Sometimes they have bad hips or like it's really hard for them to stand on 3 legs, so I try to get as much shaved out with them just on all 4 legs. I find that less manipulation of the dog, the easier the grooming process is. After I clip out her sanitary, I changed to my slicker brush, and while I was doing her belly, I noticed those thick areas, so I'm going to use my slicker brush to get under there and remove a lot of that undercoat, since I don't want to go too high on her sanitary, since part of the beauty of her coat is that long flowing hair at the belly. So she does really good, and she says, is it time for a love break yet? Because, okay, well, I guess you can give me a kiss. It's all right, but let's just get all this brushing over with, because I'm ready to just go home and get dirty again. Because when I go home and I get right back in the dirt. So that's why I have to come every month, because I get so dirty. I just love to be dirty. But I don't know. I'm dancing now. I guess I am excited about something. I don't know. Maybe I was talking to my coworker about something. But I like to use my comb behind the ears. Dogs will have a tendency to get what we call love knots. We say that because a lot of people like to scratch behind the ears, and this is not what causes the knots. What causes the knots back there is just undercoat buildup, and so it's really important to just comb those areas out and brush them regularly. So yeah, if you're not doing any brushing, you need to at least be combing out the backs of the ears, because it always looks so kind of dumb when we have to shave the backs of the ears and they have like these weird little bald spots. We do like little comb overs kind of like to try and cover up what we shave out, but just comb behind your dog's ears if anything. Just do it. A large dog's tail is like a job in and of itself. It takes a lot of brushing and a lot of combing to make sure and get all that undercoat out of the tail, and I feel like it's often forgot about. Like the tail like gets so much undercoat buildup, and it's really important to brush and comb that out regularly as well, because nothing looks sillier than a patchy and or shaved tail. We call them rat tails, and luckily Bella doesn't get too much buildup because she comes in so often. But brush. It's very important. Bella's nails stay pretty short, so I just Dremel the tips of them just so that they don't get overgrown, at least so the quick doesn't overgrow. It's really important to maintain short nails, but they don't necessarily need to have length cut off, just kind of like a shaping and maintenance. So it kind of tells the body that, hey, you know, my quick doesn't need to grow, so just yeah. I thought I was dremeling, but I guess I clipped them a little bit first. I think we went a little bit longer this time, so maybe that's why I clipped them first. But usually I just go straight for the Dremel with her. Then I'm asking Rose, please, can I have some more cotton? I'm all out of cotton. So she went and got me a bucket full of cotton. And now I'm dremeling her nails, because after you clip them, they have kind of a rough edge. And shout out to Dremel. Can we get some batteries that last? I think I go through like 2 or 3 batteries, like trying to find one that's charged enough to work. Our batteries are so horrible. It's so annoying. But I think I end up finding one after like my second try or like another Dremel. It's like if the battery doesn't match the Dremel. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm annoyed that we're constantly having to like switch batteries and find out which batteries are going to work so that we can do our job. But it finally works out and we start dremeling her nails, and you can tell she doesn't really care that her nails are being done. She's like, whatever, I'm a pro. Let's just get this over with so I can leave. I also trim up her feet, but I'm going to do that in a separate video so you can, because I did like a close-up so you can see how I trim her feet. A lot of people ask, how do I trim my dog's toe hair? And that's something really easy that you guys can do at home. And I'll make a little tutorial video for that soon. So just doing her nails, and this, for some reason with this foot, like she likes to plant this foot like into the table, like so I can't even lift it. So she's a little sensitive for it, but don't really know why. It's just one of her quirks, I guess. I also trim up behind her ears, but I couldn't get a really good angle on that. But I tone her down a little bit, trim up her feathers, and she says, I'm a beautiful, beautiful dog. Thanks for watching.